It's bad news for any crypto project when it gets delisted from a big market like Coinbase. I don't think I need to tell you that. Satoshi Kusama does a lot of work behind the scenes to keep the Shiba Inu group interested. But the news about Coinbase today is definitely bad. Big things are coming up for Shiba Inu. Whales are acting crazy than ever because they can't tell what will happen in the market this time. What am I even talking about? Okay, let me explain. Asterisk, asterisk, disclaimer, asterisk, asterisk. In the world of crypto this morning, something strange happened. A big exchange like Bitstamp did something risky when it made a new post on X called Shiba Inu Spotlight. It's interesting that they put Shiba Inu between two bright stars, which led people to think that they might be hinting at Shiba Inu being a special coin. Bitstamp talked about how Shiba Inu went from being seen as a joke coin to a real coin that could be used. They also talked about Satoshi Rush, a new game that is part of Shiba Inu's growing environment. People started to wonder if exchanges were pulling back from Shiba Inu after OKX, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, delisted Lieh, another coin from the Shiba Inu ecosystem. This news makes it even more interesting. Some people thought that the delisting meant that exchanges were no longer interested in Shiba Inu and the environment that supported them. It's easy to see where these reports came from, but Bitstamp's good news today proves the opposite. The exchange rate is still a long way behind Shiba Inu. In reality, coins like Shiba Inu bring in a lot of trades, which means that platforms make money from the fees. It's unlikely that markets will stop trading Shiba Inu as long as there are a lot of people doing it. They are still making money from Shiba Inu, which is a big reason why platforms like Bitstamp keep pushing it. However, Bitstamp's quick mention of Shiba Inu is not a coincidence. It seems like they want to get the Shiba Inu community's attention and get them to use Bitstamp instead of other markets. It makes sense, too, since Shiba Inu has some big things coming up soon. People in the community call the mysterious Shiba Inu boss Satoshi Kusama. He or she just did something big that caught everyone's attention. His X bio, which was mostly blank before, now says Second Vision of Shiba Inu. Ryoshi is going to make history in Thailand. Come join the movement. This is basically a ticket to the ShibaCon event that will be held in Bangkok in November. The Shiba Inu army really got talking when Ryoshi, the founder of the Shiba Inu breed, was brought up. Kusama linked this event to Ryoshi's vision, which shows that it will be an important moment for Shiba Inu. In an X post earlier this week, Kusama even supported ShibaCon by sharing a tweet about the event from the official Shiba Inu account. ShibaCon, which runs from November 7th to November 17th, will have a lot of keynote speakers from the Bitcoin and Web3 worlds. This will give the community a chance to talk about the newest trends and, of course, meet new people. For people who love Shiba Inu, this is a big event, and many are excited to go or at least read about it. And there's so much talk about ShibaCon that some people think big relationships could form, especially between the top meme coins. Think about how big that might be. It would be huge for the market if the biggest joke coins in crypto, like Shiba Inu, worked together. Each of these coins has a strong community, and if they work together, they might be able to do things that no other meme coin has done before. There would be more trading on the exchanges, which would be good for everyone. Everyday holders would also gain from the excitement and price jumps. Partnerships could also add more ways to use these coins, making them even more useful and shedding their meme name for good. The whole place would definitely move forward if people work together like this. But here's an interesting fact. Data from Intel the Block shows that the number of large Shiba Inu trades has dropped sharply over the past week. The 7-day high of 383 transactions on October 1st was a big drop from the 129 large transactions that were recorded. When it comes to Shiba Inu, this shows that whale behavior has slowed down. There is also a different analysis going around that says a totally different thing. A tweet said that whales are buying altcoins, and that limit buy orders for altcoins other than Bitcoin and Ethereum have gone through the roof. The post makes it sound like good times to buy are coming up. It's crazy that these two studies seem to be at odds with each other. On the one hand, data shows that the number of large Shiba Inu sales has gone down. On the other hand, we've heard that whales are getting ready to buy altcoins. It doesn't really make sense, which shows how unclear the market is right now. There is no way to know for sure what is happening. When the market isn't sure what will happen, it can be very frustrating for investors who use data like big deals to make predictions and change their strategies. Since the info isn't always clear or doesn't match up, it's hard to tell which way the market is going. People end up doubting their every move, which can cause them to hesitate and miss chances. And all of this doubt. Okay, some big news from Coinbase has caused it to get upset. Coinbase has hinted that it might take some stablecoins off its list in order to follow the EU's new markets in crypto assets (MiCA) rules. A report from Bloomberg says that until the end of the year, any stablecoins that don't follow these rules will only be offered on the exchange in the European Economic Area. At first look, this may not seem like big news, especially for people who own Shiba Inu. You know that stablecoins and Shiba Inu are not the same thing, right? But as we learned more about this story, we discovered that it is indeed very important and unfortunately bad news for the Shiba Inu society. A Coinbase representative said that this choice is part of the exchange's world commitment to following the rules. While Coinbase hasn't said for sure which stablecoins it will remove, it's important to note that Tether, USDT, hasn't yet followed MiCA rules. The chief technology officer of Tether, Paolo Ardoino, has serious concerns about MiCA. He says the new rules might cause a systemic risk for both stablecoins and the banking system as a whole. At least 60% of stablecoin funds must be kept in EU bank accounts, which is one of the main rules. But Arduino brought up an important point. EU cash accounts are only protected up to $100,000, which is not enough for a company like Tether that issues stablecoins. Aside from that, stablecoins need an e-money license from at least one EU member state in order to work in the European Economic Area. Because of this, it's very possible that USDT will be taken off of Coinbase in the European Economic Area and replaced by a different cryptocurrency. For example, making stablecoins hold reserves in EU banks provides some financial security and holds these companies responsible. But this rule could be seen as fair at first glance. If stablecoin reserves aren't fully covered or insured, this is a very big risk. It's possible for big issuers like Tether to lose a lot of money if something goes wrong. This could have an impact on the market as a whole. For that reason, the rule makes sense in terms of law. But if it's not followed correctly, it could hurt the crypto community more than help it. This is crazy news. It's possible that the whole market will change if Coinbase takes Tether off its list of supported cryptocurrencies. It's not likely at all that Tether will follow these rules. To follow these strict rules, a lot of funds would have to be moved into EU banks. As Arduino pointed out, the insurance isn't enough to make this worth it. Only if they make a new stablecoin that meets MiCA's rules would Tether be able to stay in business in Europe. That would be a huge job. And taking Shiba Inu off the list is especially bad news. A lot of people trade Shiba Inu with USDT. If Tether is taken off of Coinbase, it could cause a shortage of capital. The amount of trading could go down a lot, and price changes could get bigger. And all of this may just be the start. It could cause even bigger problems if trade gets harder and liquidity runs out. This could have an effect on the whole Shiba Inu ecosystem and maybe even a lot more of the crypto market. But what do you think about that? Leave a comment below. I look forward to reading your thoughts. Click on one of the movies on the screen if you want to learn more. This video has now come to an end. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please like it and leave a review below. This really helps me understand how YouTube works. Also, please let as many people know about this video as you can. Let people know about this news.